Good day everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I thought I'd do a video showing how I do my maple soil mix. So just going to go through that and show you what I do when I'm making up my soil medium for the Japanese maples. So first of all, I've got, this is composted pine bark. This, when it breaks down into the root system, it provides nutrition for the roots to grow in. It feeds back into the root ball with healthy bacteria, things like mycelium, etc. You've probably heard of. So composted pine bark is really good for that. I use an ericaceous soil as well. It's acidic, so the maples like that. So I usually use 50% of that, then about 25% of that, and then split the rest between John Inez 2 and perlite. And sometimes I might add Irish peat moss as well, so depending on the situation of the tree. But the idea for any healthy maple, you need good drainage and good aeration to roots, which is why I use the air pots that I've got in my videos, and pond baskets as well. So that is really good, of course, for letting air get in through, for the roots to grow out, and they prune themselves as well when they reach the air on the outside of the container, and that of course stimulates healthy growth as well. So it's about creating the perfect environment for the roots to grow in a healthy way. So you'd rather have a soil mix for maples that you have to water them more often than the ones that are wet all the time. That just ends up, in my experience, killing the tree long term. I've lost a few trees myself from that. So, and I find when I'm getting trees from all sorts of different nurseries all over the place, people do use different soil mixes, and I usually just repot them myself. I'll wait for the right time of year, of course, when the roots are dormant in the winter time, and that's when I do all my repotting. And then I know all the stock and trees that I've got are in the same soil medium. So I'm just going to give this a little pause while I set everything up, and I'll go through what I do. I've got this yellow bucket here because there's also an experiment I wanted to do. I wanted to use the same method of mix that I've just spoken about, but instead of doing the perlite, I was thinking of using this pumice. It does the same thing as the perlite really, it's just a bit heavier. So I'm going to make a little mix of that in here and see how that feels. Yeah, it's good to try new things, you know. Got to keep experimenting. It's always a good idea. So alright then, first of all I'm going to start with the experimentation with the pumice. So this is the container I put my maple mix in, so that's what it looks like there. So I'm just basically topping that up. So first of all, I'll do about 4 scoops of the ericaceous. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do 2 of the composted pine bark. There's 1, 2, then I'm gonna do maybe I'll start with 1, I might add 2, and then I'll do 1 of the Irish peat moss. I am pretty much winging this there, so I'm just going to see how the soil feels. A lot of this is instinct, you know. Once you get a feel for how the soil should feel, you kind of know it's a good mix. I didn't add the John Innes 2 to this. The one I've got in the bag is looking a bit shady, to be honest. I'm not happy to use that. It's been there for a while, so I'm going to leave that out. This is a really light and fluffy mix. I might add 1 more of these just to add a bit more weight to the soil medium. This is looking like a good soil mix, to be fair. So I might start doing bigger batches of this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. So yeah, more to come from that in the future, I think. So I'll put that to one side. You can sit up there. Right. So now I'm gonna do the same process. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll go right here. We are. One, 2, I'm just going to go with the pumice on this one. I'm going to see how we do. 2, and some of the peat moss. Okay, give that a little stir. I've got another tool that's actually good for stirring the soil when you're mixing it up. It's this claw. It just gets through the gaps. It's like a little sieve or like a rake. It gets through the particles and that. So Yeah, really handy for mixing. I've found you'll find your own little tricks as you go through your journey. Okay, let's see how that feels. Yeah, that feels really good. And then it's just the same process. I'm just going to repeat what I just did until I get to the top of this box, pretty much. I think come the next month or two, I think I'm going to need to get some more sphagnum moss, because I'm running pretty low in there. Because when it gets to April, May, that's when I'll be doing some air layering, so that's going to need topping up. And there's my pine chippings I use as a mulch that goes on the top of the soil when I do potting up. The very bottom is volcanic grit, you can't really see much, but yeah, I used that for the bonsai. Fine grade akadama, that's a bonsai soil mix in there. So I hope you've taken something positive from this. Hope you can do something with what I've just said, and yeah, just keep experimenting and find your own way, because there's a lot of opinions out there. You just got to keep trying your own, I think. So yep, I hope this video's helped, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. See ya.